Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to show you how I create this really fun traveler's notebook with the Simple Vintage Life in Bloom collection. It came out earlier this year, but Simple Stories have re-released it because it sold out so fast. So it is, I think, available at the moment. So I'll have it linked down below in my description box if you're interested. It is a vintage collection, but the colors are just so beautiful, and I really wanted to create a traveler's notebook with this collection. So I have gone ahead and picked some of my favorite papers, including some of these gingham papers, which is an additional paper pack you can buy. And I'm using 3 different colors: pink, yellow and purple. And I'm also using some 6x8 papers that I'm mixing in between the pages. So I have some pages that are in a slightly different size. I think it adds a little bit of more interest to your traveler's notebook, and yeah, I just think it's pretty. So I'm going to do the spine, like the binding bit now. I'm always using these paper clips to hold my papers in place so they don't slide around. And then I'm using this bookbinding tool because it's super easy. It kind of has like the holes in the middle, so it's really easy to kind of count how many holes you want to poke through your paper or through your spine, but you can also do it without it. It works like that as well. So once I've poked all of those holes through every single page of my notebook, I'm going to use some embroidery thread, and I'm going to do some very, very, very basic like stitching, binding, whatever you call it. But yeah, it's the most basic thing you can do, but it works. It keeps my notebook together. It doesn't, fall apart. And yeah, I'm just too lazy to learn any other techniques, but this works. I've never had an issue with it, and it's super quick and easy to do. So I'm just using white embroidery thread, and actually started from the wrong side. So I actually start from the inside, and then I leave a little bit extra on the side, and I use that to tie a knot at the end once I'm done. So I'm going through every single hole all the way to the top, and then I go down to sew the, to finish off the areas where I haven't sewed before. I don't think that makes any sense. There are way better tutorials out there, but yeah, it's just, it works for me, and I've never had an issue. And now I can just tie a knot, and then I'm all done with the actual notebook. So very happy about that. Anything that's easy makes me happy. So then I'm looking through my paper to see what I can use as decorative pieces, and also what I want to use for the front cover. So of course I'm going through all the pink papers. I found this one. This is so pretty, and I love the butterflies and the flower clusters, and that's going to be my front cover. And I found this pink polka dot one. It has a couple of distressed corners. I think they're very pretty, and I'm going to stick some of them into the notebook. I'm going to do some sewing off camera, and then there's this really fun cut apart that I thought would look so cute on one of the pages. And this floral paper is so pretty. Honestly, I just love this collection. It makes me so happy. I know they are like kind of like spring colors, but it is so pretty. You can use it all year round. Look at that pink one. It's so beautiful. So I'm just trying to see what pages are going where. And I also found this one. This looks really pretty in the notebook. It's this page from the 6x8 pad, and I'm just cutting them a little bit smaller than the 4x8 size of my notebook. So just like magic, I have adhered lots of double-sided tape onto those pages, and I also stitched the front cover. I did machine stitching with gold on top of some tulle, added some sequins, and I did a zigzag stitch. And that's gonna be my front cover of the Traveler's Notebook, and I just love adding sequins to the front cover. I actually did do stitching on every single page. I kind of forgot what I did here because it's been a couple of weeks, but I did stitching on every single page that I'm gluing into the album, just to add a little bit more extra interest. I've also created one in the past where I stitched every single page before I glued it, before I sewed it together. You can totally do that, but because I knew I was going to add other papers into the album, I thought I'm not going to stitch every single page because then I'll be covering up some of the sewing I did. So I wanted to do it this way for this Traveler's Notebook. And I'm not going to bore you with the decorating part because that always takes me so long. So I have skipped that, and you'll see a finished project share in just a second. But yeah, I feel like I've just discovered my love for Traveler's notebooks. I also want to do some journaling soon, and like actual like documenting trips and things like that. So here's what it looks like. I created a cluster on the front. Love these butterflies. If you just glue down the center, you can kind of fluff up the edges and turn them into more of a 3D butterfly. But it is such a beautiful collection. I've used a lot of different embellishments, including some rub-ons, which are so pretty. Some of the this is a rub-on. This is so beautiful. I love the layered cardstock stickers. They're so pretty as well. This one's a rub-on. It just makes me so happy. I've also added some pom-pom trim, some tulle, just for like added interest and texture on the sides. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the description box if you want to purchase this collection, and I will see you very, very soon.